up, you would wanna step back. Hey, her pussy, let me sex that. German helmet and her wet crack. My neighborhood is a death trap, so I get high as a jetpack. I'm where the jack's at. Talk shit, I'ma kill you, nigga, accept facts. I hit the club and flex racks. DC, Northeast, I rep that. Beef in the streets is a chess match. Whipping work, I stretch smack. Hit the town like a T-Rex attack. Got that package from a wet back. Coke dish, soap dish, that's wet crack. Teflon with my chest that. You gon' kill me, nigga, bet that. Come down here with my set at. I got a fresh strap. You pussy niggas like a pet cat. I put in work, where my check at? It's a dirty game like the refs whack. When that package come, I got a fresh black. Step back, P.O. shit, I'm step back. Drop a body and I left that. When that package come, we got the best back. They lost money, wanna bet back. Don't push my button, don't press that. Standing on the corner till the package come. Yeah, 11 matching guns, strapped up to the maximum. Packed up to the maximum. Chrome down the platinum. Hope you packing one. If you standing on the corner till the
waiting for that pack, waiting for that pack to come. Waiting for that pack, waiting for that pack to come. Waiting for that pack, waiting for that pack to come. Waiting for that pack, waiting for that pack to come. For that pack to come. Waiting for that pack, waiting for that pack to come. Waiting for that pack, waiting for that pack to come. Waiting for that pack to come.
crush clowns and
you want, you can get it wherever you want it. Cause my niggas don't fake, we got them choppers, hold on it.
crush clowns and puck rounds, better duck down. I got big guns that thrust round. Talking shit, making tough sound. The people want me in cuffs now. DC legend like Chuck Brown. Up and down that I-95 with 100 yards, and I made it back like touchdown. Standing on the corner till the package come. Yeah, 11 matching guns, strapped up to the maximum. Packed up to the maximum. Chrome down the platinum. Hope you packing one. If you standing on the corner till the
waiting for that pack, waiting for that pack to come. Waiting for that pack, waiting for that pack to come.
Feel that, Mo? You can see that U-Haul car. Hey, hit my motherfucking horn, shorty.
All right, let me walk y'all down another one. Right? The Vikings and Nazis, Norwegian contributions rise and fall the idea of the superior Aryan race. Right? Vikings and the Aryans, like Aryan. The Nordic race, Indo-European, Germanic, right? Other people asking, are the Vikings Aryan? We're gonna clear some shit up tonight. Aryan or Arya is the term used in a ethno-cultural. Okay. The Aryan Vikings, Danish archaeology in the shadows. Who were the real Aryans before the name got co-opted by racists? The real Aryans thought to be a group of people migrated from northern Iran. Whoa. So when you see the Vikings, it should be a Muslim. It should be an Arab. Who were the real Aryans before the name got co-opted by racists? The myth that became a powerful part of Nazi ideology is still with us. So who were the real Aryans before they got muddled in this nonsense? You see Iran, Saudi Arabia popping out, Turkey, right? The real Aryans are thought to be the loose group of people who migrated from northern Iran into the Indian subcontinent thousands of years ago, despite their place in modern racist mythology and ideology. The idea of the Aryan race, well, y'all can pause and read through that. I ain't gonna hold y'all. So you see, it's other people posing the question, are the Vikings Aryan or white or European? Right? Ethnicity and origins of local identity. So they basically saying the Vikings are Norse, from Norse mythology, like the last God of War type area and time period, which is fundamentally inaccurate, geographically wrong, just a flat out lie. Right? Well, let's get into the Vikings. let's get into what we know of the Vikings. Now, to get into it, we're going to start with the prefix Vi. Cardinal number, sum of 5 and 1. Virtual interface memory. That ain't it. All right, so we're getting into the prefix. All right, they giving all kind of wrong. Well, not wrong, but not what I'm looking for. So let's go back. The Vi prefix meaning. Okay, it means force, right? With violence. So these are the kings of violence. The Vikings. Vi meaning force or violence. Okay? And we understand what prefixes are. View, vice, visa, vivo, vine, vibe. So vibe means force or violence. Right? That's what it means. So we got another examples of more prefixes. So that's interesting, right? Kings of force, kings of violence. You got kings of war. As you see, they don't really refer to. See, that's the thing. America don't want you to know deeper meaning of stuff. They want you to know surface level stuff. All right, now we talked about the Aryan race. And, Hitler spoke on the Aryan race, but this comes from Blavatsky's root race, the Aryan race. This is one of the 7 root races, right? The secret doctrine, the synthesis of science, religion, and philosophy. They said it's pseudoscience. Now, you saw that at the top. They said it's pseudoscience. If you didn't, go back and catch it. Let's see, anything interesting down here? Anthropogenesis. Not parthenogenesis, but anthropogenesis. All right, let's get into Aryan. Ethnocultural self-designation by Indo-Iranians in ancient time. Aryan is probably a correlation there. Proto-Indo-European. Whoa. Okay. No direct record of Proto-Indo-European exists. No record. You got Proto everybody. Greek, Germanic, Italian, all troglodyte. Okay. So let's go back. All right. Aryan comes from the root races of Blavatsky. She gets credit for this. This isn't information that ancient that's before her. I mean, you got the Anunnaki story before her, which most people would tie into the Lemurians, the Atlanteans, so forth and so forth. When the last time you heard an Iran guy talk about being Aryan? When the last time you heard an Arab talk about being Aryan? Right? But you see your racist guys in jail and racist police, neo-Nazi, they be saying Aryan Brotherhood. You all heard of the Aryan Brotherhood. They ain't Arab. Right? Now, Blavatsky got this from the Book of Zion. Protocols of the Elders of Zion, to be exact. And, oh, look, my video. Well, there you go, folks. And the reason why I said that is she's the only witness to this book, and they don't specify what shaman or what person gave her this glimpse of the book. Now, Gandhi learned from Blavatsky. Do you associate Gandhi with an occultist? Well, you should. You heard some of the things Gandhi said about black people? Go check it out. Simple Google. Now, they say the Vikings are half Scandinavian, half European. right? These are your kings of violence. These are your kings of force. Berserker, barbarian. But that's funny. The barbar were Moroccan. So barbarians, barbarian, how we take it from Morocco all the way up to Scandinavia, Norwich, Norwegian, Swedish, Icelandic, right? The kings of violence, the barbarians, the barber, the Barbary wars, the Berber, right? Now let's get into the image. Most Vikings have horns, right? And we said Iran pre-Islam worshipped Hubal. They worshipped Alat. They worshipped the moon goddess. They worshipped the horned bull, right? Hubal, Baal, Molech, the bull, sacred bull. But when you look up Vikings, you don't see no Iranians. You don't see nobody from Iran, right? And you see, they know what they're doing because they put the Viking as a blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy with horns, right? You got your Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota's a troglodyte town, an Anglo-Saxon city, right? Very low population of Afro, ADOS, indigenous, whatever you want to be called, right? Why do the Viking helmet have horns? And the reason why I brought up the Vikings football because blonde hair and blue eyes, Hitler told us that was the master race. Hitler spoke on the Aryan race, so obviously he was familiar with Madame Blavatsky. So you see how her teachings got us here. Now, who's the Scandinavian horn god? Cernunnos. Right, God depicted with antlers, seated cross-legged and associated with stag, horned serpent, dogs, and bulls. Wearing a torque, holding a bag of coins, cornucopia. Get into the cornucopia lore and legend. Gaul or Ghoul, the northeastern region of Gaul or Ghoul. Right? Notice the cauldron, horn god on the Gunderstroop cauldron. Right? We talked about the cauldron, video coming out. All right, now. Cernunnos, or Kronos, right? Horned antler, Pro-Indo-European, Gaulish, Celtic polities, whatever. But you got the Celtics. Notice the legs crossed, the yoga. Notice him holding the snake. Right? So let's familiarize ourselves with Cernunnos, the horned god, the horned serpent, Native American, right? Columbus called them Indians. Some say this they were. Some say, I've heard a lot of different stories, but the Norse god of horns, Heimdall. Okay, I guess he blow a horn. But we want you to be familiar with Cernunnos. That's why the Viking have horns. The Gaelic god of horns. Now look at the satanic symbolism that's going stem behind this. Now some say the horn god is Jesus. That's why he kind of looked Jesus-like. The green man, the jack, right? The traveling man. Jesus was a traveler. He went to India and blah, blah, blah. All right, look at the symbol over top of his head. That's Baphomet, folks. You saw the hooved feet. You see the hooved feet? Cernunnos is Baphomet. Look at him holding the curved crescent moon, the 666 on his belt and above his head. Who's your crown of thorns? Right? Baphomet sits Indian style in a lot of depictions. Right? Sitting silhouette horn god Cernunnos. Look, I told you he's Jesus. They depict him as Jesus. Triple moon goddess worship at the top. This is alchemical. This is occult, right? Anthropomorphic, right? Look at this one. We got the one-eye symbolism, You got a lot going on here, right? Familiarize yourself with Cernunnos, the horn god. The Scandinavian, where the Vikings come from, that's why they put horns on their helmet, right? They give them that Jesus look with the long hair, long beard. So your Vikings for the Minnesota football team is Jesus depicted as Cernunnos, the horn god. Horny, Baphomet. Some say Jesus is Baphomet. Some say Jesus is the Antichrist. Jesus is the devil. Jesus, right? Allah, Alat, the deceiver, the God of many names, right? What ethnicity is blue hair, blonde eyes? They got China. I ain't never seen no blue hair, blonde eye China. Wait, let's go a little deeper. Let's refine our search. Okay, how did the Nazis construct the Aryan identity? Right, the ideal Aryan had pale skin, blonde hair, blue eyes. Non-Aryans came to see as impure and even evil. Hitler believed that. Why Nazis, Aryan race, blonde hair, blue eyes, reinforced, blah, blah, blah. You know. Master race. Nazi racism. The Nazis believed the world was defined by struggle. You got more bullshit of Hitler and them. I ain't gonna read too much. If I haven't already said something to give me a strike. But you can pause and read this and see what I'm saying. The Nazis' idea about the Aryan race. They referred to German Aryans as the master race. Flat out, German Aryans were the master race Aryans. But the Aryans were Iran, and the god of the German Scandinavian people was Cernunnos, right? Like Kronos. Now let's get into Thor, right? Hathor, Hathor, Hathor. Instead of the horns to make him easily identifiable, they put wings. But I've seen Thor with horns. Notice Thor got the blonde hair, right? There goes Thor with horns. Notice they put the blonde hair, and I'm sure he got blue eyes if you look closely in one of these pictures. So Thor is an Aryan, Norse god, Cernunnos, right? The Viking. Thor is a Viking. So they got some type of food place called Thor horns. Let's put a space into it. Let's see what images got to offer us, right? So why do Thor horns bring such imagery as this, right? So they tried to trick you and take the horns off of Thor and put them on who? Loki, right? Middle Ages, medieval Viking age helmet with the horns. But then they tried to take that and fool you and put it on Loki, right? Ragnarok. Listen to what I'm about to say carefully. Valhalla, Allah, Valhalla. The crescent moon on his back with the circle underneath is the head with the horns on it. Let me know what you think in the comments.